Because of Girl Scouts, I've been able to see my daughter just boost in confidence. Her self-esteem has improved. She's just a totally different kid from when she first started.
Young girls looking to be a Girl Scout, you should definitely go for it because you get lifelong lessons, friendships, and you get amazing opportunities.
It's available to you. Like you can do it. You can make a difference. All you have to do is be a Girl Scout.
Welcome to the 2021 Women of Distinction Jacksonville event. If we have not met, I am Mary Ann Jacobs, CEO of the Girl Scouts of Gateway Council. And although we are so very close to being able to be back together once again in person, I really appreciate you taking the time to join us during our second Reimagined celebration. Partnering with the Girl Scouts of Gateway Council during our Reimagined events helps support our efforts to create a mid- and post-pandemic recovery for girls. Throughout the last 15 to 18 months, the Girl Scouts have provided a source of consistency for our girls. Listen, we know, and the research clearly demonstrates, that Girl Scouts exhibit courage, confidence, and character. And through our virtual and in-person programming opportunities, girls were able to excel across a variety of positive outcome metrics. But the work is just beginning, and we certainly cannot stop. Regardless of whether we're in the final stretch, whether we're vaccinated or not, this pandemic has created a situation that demands hyper-focus on girls. Moreover, girls are grappling with racial injustice and trying to understand their part in the future of social justice. It's truly an unparalleled moment in history. And the Girl Scouts who are living through it now are really our leaders of tomorrow. The pandemic has had a devastating impact on working women and their families. So how do we tackle the pandemic's impact on girls and prepare them for the leadership roles vacated by women over the last 15 months? Through Girl Scouts, we provide girls the opportunities to explore their talents, lead their communities, and drive innovation, yes, even in a pandemic. My goodness, it's been over 100 years. Girl Scouts have demonstrated resilience, learned new skills, embraced the experiences, and cultivated the sisterhood that helped them impact their communities today and help them accomplish great big things tomorrow. We didn't stop. In fact, now more than ever, all girls need Girl Scouts. Girls need Girl Scouts to help them stay connected in their communities during a time of isolation and upended routines. Girls need Girl Scouts to ensure that while the format of school has changed, they continue to pursue their passions and they do not experience learning loss. And girls need Girl Scouts so they can walk boldly towards sisterhood, justice, and fairness. So here to meet this moment, the Girl Scouts of Gateway Council is developing a mental health ambassador program. And this program will provide evidence-based trainings to girl and adult members. We will build the skills to become mental health advocates and take action to help youth experiencing a mental health challenge or even a mental health crisis. This program will partner with industry experts and be delivered in both virtual and in-person formats. This will ensure that it's accessible to every Girl Scout across our region. Did you know that the Girl Scouts of Gateway Council is the largest geographic Girl Scout council in the state of Florida? We not only are the largest Girl Scout geographic council, we serve more than 14,000 girls and partner with 4,000 adults across a 35-county region. And our programs are research and outcome driven that develop the pipeline of future women leaders. And by being here today, you are helping to ensure that Girl Scouts can continue reaching their goals, continue to earn badges, and complete projects across our community to make our communities better places. Today, we're really here to honor and celebrate 6 amazing women who are taking action every day to make our community a better place. And we're also going to meet their Girl Scout mentees. They have spent time together, learning valuable lessons, and have built a connection that lasts a lifetime. I would also like to just take a moment to thank all of our sponsors, all of our past honorees, and all of you for participating in this virtual event. Your support not only makes this event possible, but it helps fuel Girl Scout leadership experiences here in Northeast Florida. Today, you will also hear about how you can further support our mission and how you can help launch our Mental Health Ambassador Program. At any point during the event, you can make a donation by scanning the QR code on the screen or by texting WODJAX to 76278. That's 76278. Remember, when you invest in girls, you are building the next generation of female leaders. And now it's my pleasure to introduce a woman of distinction who is a member of the Women of Distinction 2021 committee, Patrice Abner. Patrice, take it away.
Good morning. I am Patrice Abner, the Director of Student Inclusion at Jacksonville University. Thank you for joining us this morning. As this is our 32nd year hosting the event, I would like to send a special thank you to the 2021 committee. It has been a pleasure to work with you all for this event. Thank you, Martha Barrett, Jan Lipsky, Jayla Avery, Becca Barnes, and Angelica Novo. Because of your hard work and dedication, we can provide today's girls with the skills needed to become tomorrow's women of distinction. Now let's sit back and enjoy the show, led by our MC, Senior Girl Scout, Anna Jones.
Thank you to our 2021 committee for all that you have done for this year's event. And to all of you, thank you for joining us once again for the second Reimagined Women of Distinction Jacksonville celebration. I'm Anna Jones, a Girl Scout cadet and member of Gateway Girls Media Team. I hope that today's event will give you a chance to connect with our Girl Scout family in a new way, just as I have done in the past year. Why don't we start by getting to know each other a little better by using the comment section. Let us know where you're from, what if you are a Girl Scout, and most importantly, congratulating our amazing 2021 Women of Distinction honorees. I am excited to introduce our accomplished class of 2021 honorees that have made a profound impact in our community. Our honorees are Molly Curry, a dedicated community advocate, Dr. Diana Greene, the Duval County Public Schools Superintendent, Dr. Cynthia Griffin, Florida Blues Vice President of Medicare Pharmacy Programs, Kim Holland, with RS&H as the Vice President of Business Development and Strategic Growth Leadership of Transportation, Jenny Vipperman with ViStar Credit Union as the Chief Lending Officer, and new this year, our Regional Impact Award, recognizing women for their national and regional work that has an impact here on North Florida community. This year, we are proud to recognize Corie Pauling with TIAA as Senior Vice President, Chief Inclusion and Diversity Officer, and Head of Corporate Social Responsibility. Of course, this event wouldn't be possible without our generous sponsors. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Publix Charities, Pearl sponsor, ViStar Credit Union, Gold sponsors, CSX, Florida Blue, the Main Street America Group, and UF Health. Silver sponsors, Mark Gray Law Firm, Miller Electric, RS&H, BKS Partners, and Coker Law. Plus, a special thanks to all of our Bronze and Juliet supporters, especially those who participated in the past Women of Distinction Honoree Challenge. I don't want to sound like I'm breaking the Girl Scout law, but I've already sent the link to my mom to see our virtual silent auction. Wow, there are some amazing options for grabs. You better check it out. Our silent auction will be available until Sunday, May 2nd at 11:59. Please check it out by clicking the link below, or you can make a donation by texting WODJAX to 76278. Without further ado, it is time to honor the 2021 Women of Distinction. Please join me in welcoming Girl Scout Colby Orcutt as she introduces her mentor and Women of Distinction honoree.
Hello, my name is Colby Orcutt and I'm an Ambassador Girl Scout. My Woman of Distinction mentor is Molly Curry, a community advocate who spends time with many nonprofit organizations helping women and children in Jacksonville, Florida. Due to COVID, I met my mentor over emails and got to know her over phone calls. Though we had to stay physically distant, it was inspiring to listen to her talk passionately about all her amazing volunteer work. You can tell just by listening to her that she loves what she does and wants to make the world a better place. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce my mentor, Molly Curry.
Hi everyone, I'm Molly Curry, and I'm truly honored to be with you today. Before I dive into what I want to talk about and reflect on the role models and inspiring moments that have helped to shape my life, I wanted to tell you about an outstanding young lady I've had the chance to get to know. It was great being able to chat with Colby Orcutt, from Fort Walton Beach, who is an amazing senior in high school. What I found most impressive was how she created and runs a transfer student welcome and orientation program. When the pandemic took hold, Colby advocated for keeping the program going as a way to connect and reach out, something I know that kids truly need. See, she transitioned the whole program online, creating Zoom orientation meetings and keeping the buddy program going. I'm hoping to meet her in person when her busy sports and academic schedules permit. So now, let me tell you a little bit about myself, my career, my work as a volunteer, and a little bit about my family. I'm a proud graduate of the University of Florida. I'm a certified public accountant, a mother to 3 wonderful kids, and my husband might be the mayor of Jacksonville. While I am very active with my 3 kids, supporting them in every way, I also work side by side with Lenny on community engagement programs and initiatives that build safer and healthier families and communities. I'm also very active as a volunteer with Duval County Public Schools, Blessings in a Backpack, Generation Works, the Cultural Council of Greater Jacksonville, Nemours Children's Specialty Care, the Jacksonville Symphony, Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens, and the Tom Coughlin J Fund. I also served on the board of Rethreaded, and I'm very active with the Jacksonville Children's Commissions and Jack's Book Club. While I enjoy being active in all these groups, I have to say that one of my favorite ways to give back is to read to the young children and provide them with free books. When my kids were younger, I would read to them all the time. But the sad truth is that not every child gets that important opportunity. That's why I cherish the chance to read to kids throughout our community. There's nothing quite like flipping through the pages, pointing to the pictures, and seeing their expressions on their faces as the stories come to life. One more thing that I thought you'd find interesting is that we have 10 pets in our house. We have a busy life, and I wouldn't have it any other way. In fact, it's what I want to focus on in this talk, the time and importance of how you spend it. Let me take you back to where I grew up. I lived in New Orleans as a child and attended a small Lutheran school in a neighborhood just outside the French Quarter, an area where many families struggle with poverty. My school had been part of the community for 150 years, and they were very engaged with the surrounding neighborhoods, providing help and assistance throughout the years. It was during this time, through elementary and middle school, that I began to learn one of life's most precious lessons. It wasn't a class or something that came from a specific book, but what I learned as a young student was the importance of making time to give back and provide acts of service. I realized at that time, and even more now, that you are never too young to reach out to those who need help. While I am grateful I attended a school focused not only on curriculum, but on teaching us how to be good and kind people, the person who really motivated and inspired my love of volunteering is my mom. From the time we were young, she encouraged me and my siblings to help around the church and in the community. We assisted her with running the Sunday school programs, organized events, fundraisers, donated toys and clothes to those in the community who needed it. I'm so grateful that I had that experience, the joy of giving at such a young age. And because of what she instilled in me, I continued with acts of service throughout my college years. I volunteered in my sorority and with various clubs at UF, and I continue in my adult life to volunteer and advocate for those who need help. As I mentioned in the beginning, we have a busy life, and when I decided to stay home with my kids, that was like having 2 full-time jobs, to be honest. Still, I knew that not only did I want to continue giving back, I wanted to teach my kids to serve the same way my mom had taught me. Whether it's helping run the vacation Bible school at church, like my mom did when I was young, or organizing fundraisers, or packing bags full of food for kids to take home on the weekends, I make sure that my entire family finds time to volunteer and make our community a better place. So that's what I found to be one of the keys in life. While you may be extremely busy and your time stretched really thin, one of the most important things you can do is give back and give time. You've probably heard the saying, look for the helpers. What I want to do today is encourage all of you to be that person. Be the helpers. While you don't get into volunteering or giving with the anticipation of receiving anything in return, I promise you, the rewards you will experience from performing truly selfless acts will be immeasurable. Once again, thank you for including me in this wonderful group, and I look forward to volunteering alongside you in the future.
Hi, my name is Meredith Campbell, and I am a Girl Scout Ambassador in Troop 1086. My Women of Distinction mentor is Dr. Greene. She is currently the Superintendent of Duval County Public Schools. We spent time together talking about what led her to become the superintendent, as well as what led her to become interested in education in general. Now it is with great pleasure to introduce Dr. Greene.
I would like to thank the Girl Scouts organization for this award. I am deeply honored and humbled to be a recipient. My path to where I am today begins with life experiences. The Girl Scouts organization provides outstanding experiences for girls. As a Girl Scout, you are very fortunate, and I hope you will embrace the opportunities. My experiences that shaped me were varied. Some were good, and some were not so good. When my son Alden was diagnosed with leukemia as a child, I believe that it was this profound experience that was most instrumental in shaping my leadership and my life. He undertook 3 years of chemotherapy, and I sacrificed my career to be with him. Or at least at the time, I thought that I had sacrificed my career. It ended up being a blessing because I learned to be content in most situations. I learned to find joy in the small things. And most of all, I learned how to stay calm amid a storm. There were many days where it seemed like Alden was not going to get better, and he was in a lot of pain. I had to advocate for him, but also remind myself that the doctors and nurses were doing their very best to serve him. I also had to encourage myself and remind myself that I was not alone, although I felt alone many days. Today, my 31-year-old son is healthy and thriving. His story has impacted my leadership. Those years showed me how to relate to different people, how to inspire others, and how to be committed even when others may not understand or see the way. Although this event influenced my leadership, I still needed to continue learning by earning a master's degree in educational leadership and a doctorate degree in K-12 teaching and learning. In addition to life experiences, I have had great opportunities serving in various positions such as a classroom teacher, curriculum coordinator, assistant principal, director of staff development, and perhaps my favorite job, deputy superintendent of instruction. A combination of life experiences, higher educational attainment, and career opportunities have brought me to where I am today, Superintendent of Duval County Public Schools. It has been a dream come true to come back and be the leader of the school district where I started as a teacher. My mentee, Meredith, is experiencing life very differently, and I believe that today's experiences and being a Girl Scout will serve her well, and she is poised to be a great leader. To all Girl Scouts, always dream big because you never know where it will take you. Many times, your destination will be much further than your dreams. Thank you.
Hi, I am Mara Waller, a cadet Girl Scout. I am honored to be chosen as one of this year's Women of Distinction mentees. I am greatly overjoyed that I have been able to spend the last few months talking with Dr. Cynthia Griffin. She has taught me all about her journey through the pharmacy industry. Though many of her peers dropped out along the way, she set her goals and persevered to get to where she is today. She is now Vice President of the Florida Blue Pharmacy Medical Programs. Here is Dr. Griffin now.
It is an honor to have been selected as the 2021 Gateway Girl Scout Council Woman of Distinction. I extend congratulations to my fellow honorees and thank the selection committee for this recognition. To my mentee, Mara, it was indeed a pleasure getting to know you, and our connection was made even more special when we discussed your desire to become a pharmacist. As I reflect on my journey through life, I am reminded of the many role models who helped to shape me into the woman that I am today. Growing up in a rural small town in Florida called Quincy, I never imagined that I would be a vice president at a leading health solutions company like Florida Blue. In 11th grade, I developed a liking, and I would even call it a passion, for pharmacy. At the time, I did not know how or if I would be able to fulfill that dream. However, I continued to work hard, and doors began to open. And not only was I able to achieve a bachelor's degree, I was able to achieve a doctorate degree as well. Along the way, there were many teachers, church members, family members who nurtured me, supported me, and sometimes even prodded me to do more and to be more. In meeting with Mara, I recall her face lit up when I asked her what her favorite class was in school, and she mentioned Latin. She further went on to expound that the reason that she loves Latin is because not only is it informative, the teacher keeps it fun and exciting. So it is with Scouting. As a young girl, I did not have the opportunity to participate in Girl Scouts. However, I was so inspired by the mission of building girls of courage, confidence, and character that I decided to be a troop leader. And for several years, I served as my daughters Daisy and Brownie troop leader. I recall fondly the fun days of going camping and traveling to Savannah to visit Juliette Lowe's birthplace, and working very diligently to make sure we could get as many patches as we could for their sashes, keeping it fun and exciting while teaching the girls courage, confidence, and character. I believe these values instilled in my daughters at a young age were very instrumental in helping them as they pursued their career passions of becoming a pharmacist, an accountant, as well as a minister. And I am so thankful that they also remembered that it's so important to pay it forward, and they each individually mentor other young ladies. I will be eternally grateful for the women who have touched my life. Young ladies, as you continue your journey through life, always remember the lessons and experiences you have received through Scouting are your foundation. I would like to leave with you a few thoughts. First, remember, love is the more excellent way. Treat others with love and kindness, because the way you treat others reveals your character. Be courageous. Don't be afraid to try new things. In doing so, you may just discover your passion. And finally, be confident. Don't ever let anyone tell you what you can't do. Show them that you can. The world is ahead of you. Go forth and make it a better place.
Speeches were impactful. Let's continue to show our honorees love in the comment section. I love seeing my fellow Girl Scout sisters paired with female leaders who make change in our community every day. Girl Scouting is so much more than skills I have learned through Girl Scout cookies. It's sisterhood, community, and resilience. Make sure you check out the silent auction by clicking the link below or by texting WOD-JAX to 76278. Now please welcome Girl Scout Allison Bouchard as she introduces her mentor and Women of Distinction honoree.
Hello, my name is Allison Bouchard and I'm a Girl Scout senior. My Woman of Distinction mentor was Kim Holland. She's currently the Vice President of RS&H, which is Reynolds, Smith & Hills. RS&H works in architecture, engineering, and also works on environmental services. We first had a Zoom meeting discussing future opportunities and what she helped with. We met up at Panera and she brought along with her Whitney McGuire, who is an attorney, to discuss working in law. We talked about degrees in good law schools. Now it is with great pleasure to introduce Kim Holland.
Hello. As a Brownie, I learned the importance of being a Girl Scout through the promise and what Girl Scouts strive to live up to every day. I want to begin by giving thanks to Allison Zierlot. Allison is a true example of making the promise to do our best every day. She's making a positive impact in our community, and her passion inspires younger girls to reach their goals. Allison, we are very proud of you. And today, I'd like to share a story about my journey. My path to engineering started when I was a young girl, like many of our Girl Scouts. It started with a school science fair project. I programmed my parents' first home computer, and this was during a time when social media was not invented yet. So there was no TikTok or Snapchat or even the internet. This science fair project sparked my intrigue and creativity, and it led me down a big path, but it was not without challenges. In engineering college, I quickly realized that there are a lot of smart people, but not many girls. And I had a conversation with myself, and I said, I didn't have to be the smartest person, but I would try my hardest, I would never give up, and I would be confident in myself. And out of all of the people in my engineering graduating class, there were only 5 girls, and I'm proud to have finished as the valedictorian. When I started working as a young engineer, I had some great mentors, but I also faced people that believed I did not belong. And so I stuck with my 3 core values from college, and I proved that not only did I belong, but I added value to complex engineering design. I came to Jacksonville in 2002 with big dreams of working on challenging projects. My company, RS&H, works on many amazing projects like NASA rocket launchers, airport runways, healthcare buildings, and highways that get you to school and your sports. And one of my projects that I'm very proud of is the historic Bridge of Lions in St. Augustine, which is located next to the fort. This project is now a national award-winning bridge. So, as I end my talk with you today, and you begin your journey, I would encourage you to dream big, face your challenges, and live by your core values as the foundation to achieving your goals.
Imagine being able to spend time with someone that you admire from the community and being able to learn from them firsthand how to succeed in whatever you do. Well, I had that opportunity, and it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. Hi, I'm Gina, and I'm an ambassador in Troop 494 and a rising junior at Bishop Kenny High School. I was blessed to be paired with Miss Jenny Vipperman, Chief Lending Officer at ViStar. Ms. Vipperman has been featured in the top 100 people in Finance magazine. She currently serves as the Chief Lending Officer of ViStar Credit Union. However, although she has extensive knowledge and expertise in the finance and lending business, her background includes a number of other diverse experiences. Ms. Vipperman, or Jenny as she prefers to be called, graduated from Virginia Tech with a degree in psychology. In 2010, she earned a master's degree in business administration from George Mason University. Jenny has been with ViStar since July 2018. Jenny takes a new and innovative approach to lending and as part of ViStar's organizational goals. Jenny and her team also empower employees to give back to their local communities. Ms. Vipperman has a passion for helping others and serves on the board of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. In 2019, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society named Jenny Woman of the Year in Northeast Florida and appointed her to chair the 2020 Man and Woman of the Year campaign. Jenny and I met several times, both in person and via Zoom. Jenny was always ready to provide information and ideas that helped her in her studies and in her career. She not only was informative, but warm and genuinely caring. I also had the opportunity to see her work at the beautiful ViStar building in downtown Jacksonville. She demonstrates all the traits of an executive, dedicated businesswoman that so many of us young girls aspire to become. But Jenny is not only a very successful woman, she is also a dedicated wife and a loving mother. Ms. Vipperman taught me not just how to manage finances better, but also to be both a successful business person while remaining caring and giving. Thank you, Ms. Vipperman, for all your contributions to our community, and congratulations on being selected as one of Girl Scouts Women of Distinction 2021.
And thank you, Gina, for that great introduction. So as Gina said, my name is Jenny Vipperman, and I'm the Chief Lending Officer at ViStar Credit Union. Over the past several weeks, I've gotten to know Gina, and one of the things that I love is her passion for helping children and being in the medical field. And I love how she already knows what she wants to do with her life. But it really got me to reflect on where I thought I would be when I was a child and a teenager. And while I knew that I wanted to help people, I didn't know what I wanted to do as a career. After college, I got into the auto industry, and it's certainly an industry where there are not a lot of women to look up to and to have as mentors. Along the way, I was very fortunate to learn about credit unions and to have my first credit union job, and I just fell in love. I realized that what I was looking for in helping people, I had found, but also got to use my unique talents and the things that I love to do. One of the things that I've been really passionate about is making sure that I can be a mentor and a role model for other young women and have mentored women throughout my career to ensure that they have somebody that they can look up to and see how to succeed. So it's one of the reasons why I put my daughter, who is 8, in Girl Scouts. She was a Daisy last year and is a little Brownie this year. And I knew it was a great decision, but after meeting Gina and seeing what Girl Scouts has done for her as she's been growing up, makes me even more excited about the future for her. So one of the things that's a huge passion for me in giving back and what I'm able to do through credit unions is really having financial inclusivity. It's such a big deal to make sure that not only we're reaching everybody in the world and everyone has equal access to financing and equal access to loans and banking, but also making sure that the people that we have running these institutions are a really good reflection of our community. And we have diverse teams making decisions and doing those things in the community. So I love mentoring, and I have had an amazing experience with Gina, and I'm so glad and grateful to have had that experience. And I just want to say thank you so much for this award. I am so honored, but more importantly, really humbled to be here with all of these amazing women. So congratulations to all of you, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Jenny, for coming here today. First question, why did you come to ViStar?
Oh, thank you for asking me that. Well, I am a credit unioner. I love credit unions. This is absolutely my passion. And I was at a conference a few years ago and had the opportunity to meet Brian Wolfberg, our CEO, when he had first taken on ViStar. And I was just so impressed with him. He is inspirational and really passionate. And I thought, wow, that's a team I really want to be on.
Did you know that you were going to be in finance or banking?
I did not. When I was younger, I loved math, and when I was in high school, I was convinced I was going to be an aerospace engineer. I wanted to be an astronaut at one point, so I went to Virginia Tech for engineering and was in aerospace engineering for a couple of years, and realized that while I liked the math aspect of it, it just wasn't right for me, you know, as a career. I really liked the social aspects of my job and working with people, and so I got through college, and I eventually got my first job at a credit union and just fell in love. So Gina, what were you hoping to get out of being in this mentorship program?
Not gonna lie, I was hoping for a doctor of some sort. Going to the hospital and seeing patients, that's what I want to do. But I'm actually even more grateful that I met you, because you are an amazing person and you've given me amazing tips for the future.
Well, I remember the very first time we met, you mentioned that you did want to be a surgeon. It was clearly a passion of yours.
Yes.
So tell me, what led you to that career path decision?
Well, I always knew that I wanted to be a pediatrician ever since I was a baby. I work well with children, and we just have that connection. And I've always wanted to do something in the medical field. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question now. Why do you mentor?
Yeah, so I think it's so important to, generally giving back, but so important to mentor other women. So I'll say empowered women empower other women. And so I've really focused on mentoring women who are coming up in their careers. And something that I love about this, that I was really looking forward to and am so grateful that I've had, is this opportunity to mentor a young woman who's still figuring out what she wants to do in life and how she's going to get there, which certainly I'm doing to help other people, but I feel like I get a tremendous amount out of it as well. Well, Gina, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me, Jenny.
And I think we have another meeting. We're going to be planning a charity fundraiser, aren't we?
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Hello, my name is Alyssa Blandon and I am a Girl Scout senior. My Woman of Distinction mentor is Corie Pauling. She is currently the Senior Vice President, Chief Inclusion and Diversity Officer, and Head of Corporate Social Responsibility at TIAA Bank. Unfortunately, since Miss Corie is out of state, we weren't able to spend some time together in person, but we did spend some time on Zoom getting to know each other. And even in this short amount of time, she has taught me some very impactful things. From the first day we met each other, I could already tell Miss Corie was highly intelligent. She told me of her life after university and how she went to school for law. While talking with her, I could see the passion and devotion she has for her job and being able to help those around her. That was truly inspiring, and I hope one day I can be that passionate about my career. Even when I told her how I was still unsure of what I wanted to do with my life, Ms. Corie gave me great advice. She is truly a wonderful person, and I am so thankful to have her as my mentor. As the years pass, I would look forward to having her in my life as my friend and mentor. Now it is with great pleasure to introduce Corie Pauling.
Hi, my name is Corie Pauling, and I'm really honored to be one of the Women of Distinction for 2021, recognized by the Girl Scouts. Really want to say that the young lady of distinction that I'm honored to meet and to be working with is Alyssa Blandon. She is a Jacksonville teen who I've gotten to know through the program, and I look forward to the opportunity to get to know her even better as she embarks upon her future, which of course is the goal of the Girl Scouts, empowering future leaders. By way of background, I am at TIAA. I am Senior Vice President, Chief Inclusion, Equity, Diversity, and Corporate Social Responsibility Officer. I've been with the organization now for 15 years. The work I'm doing right now is some of the most impactful work because it's so important for empowering young people and impacting the community. It's what I get to do every day. And indeed, it's what TIAA Bank does through its various community engagement efforts. Through this program, we've done a number of things that really have given back meaningfully, and it's our commitment to continue to do that into the future.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Blandon. I'm a senior Girl Scout, and I enjoy cycling.
So as you can see, I'm out here running. Running is my passion. It's my thing that I do for wellness. You just saw Alyssa on her bike. That's her thing for wellness. We both found something that we really love that gives us that sense of purpose, that sense of connection and peace. It's good for us both physically and in terms of exercise, and it's also good for us in terms of helping us think about our goals and dreams and how we might go about that. It's good meditation. So my thing is running. For others, it may be something else, but I wanted to share that moment with you because I wanted to talk about some things that I would say to Girl Scouts with respect to their futures. I would say three things. First is dream big. As a runner, I am 50 years old now and started running just about 10 years ago and never thought that running would become my thing. I absolutely hated the idea of it. And somehow, over the course of these years, I've really grown into this space to now doing marathons. What I would say to that by example is this: you can do things that you don't know you can do. You are stronger with determination and hard work. Anything is possible, and that applies to both how you take care of yourself as well as the things you may be doing professionally, in the community, and in your social spheres. You can do it. Dream big. Second thing I would say is make sure that as you're going about your life, as you're pursuing your dreams, interact with people who are diverse. Be inclusive in your approach. Travel the world. Get to know other people and other cultures. Experience new things and adventures. It is amazing what you can learn from people who are very different from you in whatever respect. And seek that out, because you want to have broadened perspective in how you think about things, how you look at things in life. It will carry you a long way. And then lastly, pay it forward. Every one of us has been blessed in some way to get where we are today. I know I have. I can think about family members. I can think about teachers. I can think about friends and colleagues who've lifted and helped me in many ways that are a big part of the things that I'm able to do in life now. And it's very important to me to give back. So paying it forward is something that reflects all the things that were poured into you at various points in your life that maybe as it was happening you didn't realize, but in fact were happening. Once you have that opportunity, think about those that you want to bring along. Think about those young Girl Scouts who are looking up to you as the big girls, as the older Girl Scouts, and what you would say to them, the example that you want to be, and carry that type of mindset into everything you do in the future. You would be amazed at what you can do to inspire others and help them achieve their dreams.
You want to make sure that you're thinking about the young ladies who are younger than you, who are, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, and some of the things that you've learned that you think are really important to share, because you would be amazed at how well. I'm sure you already know that they would be looking up to you. And
we really appreciate this honor. I accept this recognition with gratitude and with humility, and reflecting on my own life course, having grown up in Detroit, Michigan, and been the first college graduate in my family, and enjoyed the benefits of many people who've looked out for me as mentors and sponsors. And I want to do the same for Alyssa and for other young ladies and young people. So thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you for this recognition, and thank you for the great work that you are doing every day.
Incredible. I am in awe of these inspiring women and their Girl Scout mentees. I learn something new every year that I attend a Women of Distinction event. Please join me in celebrating all of our remarkable 2021 Women of Distinction honorees. You are truly making a difference in our community, and your impact will be felt for generations to come. You'll also join generations of women who have worked tirelessly to build our community and to have a positive impact. Now, please join me in welcoming the chair of our board of directors, April Harold Devine, to share more about how you can further support our mission.
Thank you, Mary Ann, for that introduction, and thanks to all of you for joining us today. I am privileged to serve as this year's chair of the board of directors of the Girl Scouts of Gateway Council, as I have seen firsthand the impact of the Girl Scout mission. I can tell you from my personal experience that I am where I am today because of the skills I developed, the passions I discovered, and the unique experiences I participated in as a Girl Scout. My fondest memory is sitting around a campfire with my troop, roasting marshmallows and singing songs like Make New Friends. This tradition is one that we have taken for granted for so long, as girls today have limited opportunity over the last year to participate in activities that bring us together, especially when we need it the most. Our country is in the middle of a teen mental health crisis, and girls are at its epicenter. Experts suggest that maintaining routine, preserving normalcy, and staying connected are critical to help youth through trauma. Connection and community building are at the core of the Girl Scouts, and we are dedicated to helping girls and families by supporting girls' mental and emotional well-being in a time when they may feel alone, isolated, and even worse, vulnerable. As Mary Ann mentioned, Gateway Council is leading the charge to address these issues faced by our girls. That is why we are developing a mental health ambassador program to support our girls, giving them the tools to cope and to identify potential red flags with their peers. We are also equipping our volunteers with resources to better support girls through these trying times. Now more than ever, it is so important to invest in girls' lives and their mental health. And one way of doing that is through the Girl Scouts. So today, I'm asking you to please consider an investment in these girls, the resources that they need to support each other and change the stigma of mental health while developing their leadership skills. So one of these girls may just be our next Women of Distinction. Every donation counts. To make yours, simply scan the code on the screen or text WODJAX to 76278 to make a donation. Again, that is WODJAX to 76278. Thank you for all of your support and attending our Women of Distinction celebration. I hope that each of you enjoyed our program. Have a wonderful rest of your day.